Hello and a warm welcome to TC Dialogue's Business Continuity series. Today we have Dr. Rishi Bhatnagar, President Aeris India, and he is the chairperson of the Institution of Engineering and Technology IoT panel for India. We will be discussing about business continuity plans for Aeris India and strategies and more. Thank you, Dr. Rishi, for speaking to us.
Thank you.
So could you just take us through the day-to-day operation being conducted at the moment and how challenging your role has become recently after this pandemic, which recently arrived?
Prajit, we are a mobile virtual network operator in the United States. We have 15 million devices connected on our platform. We are IoT solution company. In India, we have around 100,000 devices connected on our platform. With that kind of work, there were three parts in which the organization we could have divided. One, acquiring new customers and seeing how can we get them. The second was how can we ensure that the services we are supposed to deliver to our existing customers continue. Okay, and that was the highest priority. The third part was the product roadmap. Our engineering team keeps on working on our product and different releases keeps on happening, which we releases on a certain time as per the schedule. So the work with engineering continues and that should not stop. The lockdown we were expecting because to be honest, we are a American company, a San Jose based company. The kind of things that were happening globally, we had already prepared, the BCBDR plans. We were already planning for seeing how people can work from home. We were testing a network or infrastructure to ensure that we are ready to do work from home whenever it is required. So another thing which many of the other companies might not have done, we have laptops for everybody. We do not use desktops. Okay, one of the things which we found that many of the people are having desktops, so they were not having infrastructure at home. So around a few weeks before the actual lockdown started in India, we were checking with the connectivity at home for every employee. How will we do a 24/7 support? How will we ensure that the SLAs committed to the customers are working across globe? Because we have teams sitting in Chicago, San Jose, UK, and London and India. So how between the teams things will work, and we will not let our customer get any challenge. And I'm really very happy to tell you that in last 45-50 days since we are working from home, there has been no customer complaint, and we have been able to manage that customer satisfaction part very well. Okay. The second part was how to ensure that the engineering keeps on working. Okay. So we were able to create certain common platform where the engineering teams could come, they can talk, the morning calls, afternoon calls, daily evening calls, and then there's a coordination. We have another challenge that we have a coordination challenge between Chicago, San Jose, and India, because the engineering team sits in 3 different locations. But that also could be managed very well. For all our product streams, the teams are working together and they were able to use these kind of tools. The third part was the customer acquisition part. Okay. While the Covid-19 has been, impacting the whole world, this customer acquisition part was something which was a very, very challenging one because no one was ready to meet. All the lockdown were happening. So what we did, we started doing the digital sales. Okay. Because, for a first week, nobody was ready to even talk because everybody was trying to adjust to this new way of working. Okay. But slowly, things improved and people started talking and, they were ready to get into a call instead of people saying that, I'll come to the office and meet you. Today, we have been able to sign multiple contracts in this lockdown time. That's one. We got a number of orders. Okay. So I won't say that the productivity was as good as when we were not in lockdown. Okay. There was no productivity loss in customer support. There was no productivity loss in our engineering work. But there was some productivity loss or the output loss in our sales effort. Okay. Which we are now trying to see how can we use more digital channels, and people have started accepting the way of working. But overall, with the kind of BCP-DR plans, we are very happy that we have been able to manage our customers well, and we could do it.
Okay. To what extent, you think this crisis will change the way company or your sector operates in long term, and how critical will technology be in the future?
See, I'm very excited, and I feel that the Internet of Things. Internet of Things, when you start thinking about that, it's for remote management, monitoring, and control.
Yes.
Okay. How the machines will start talking to machines, whether it's the auto industry or the health industry or the asset monitoring or any kind of manufacturing plants.
Yeah.
You name it, they will now need it. Okay. So, Prajit, I was really thinking earlier, I was talking to somebody a few days back. Earlier, there was times when we used to do pilot, a proof of concept, one factory getting implementation of Internet of Things, and then people thinking, why should I invest?
Yes.
Now, there is no way they cannot take a decision to invest. The boards will be forced to take a decision because the kind of hygiene required, the kind of method change that are required. Today, if a factory is closed because nobody can operate that machine from remote location.
Absolutely.
Okay. If you were able to automatically start, control, and monitor a machine from remote location, if you had some kind of robots who could have run that operation, then the factories could have been running.
Yeah. Could you name a sector where IoT is going to play major and they have to implement?
2020 is, I think, will be more people trying to recover from what has happened or what is happening. Okay. If you see Internet of Things, auto industry and utility industry, smart meters and smart cars, these were the two industries which really took the initiative and went quite ahead on an implementation of Internet of Things.
Okay.
The healthcare industry and the manufacturing industry. These are the two industries which were, were doing pilots, were scared of more investments. So this healthcare, no way they will not invest. It will be the first, to me, in the highest priority for implementation of the IoT in healthcare. And second, will be manufacturing. And I see lots and lots of implementation happening in this. So if you ask me, I say the auto industry was the first one. The logistics and the transportation industry was the second. The third was the utility. So they are already using it and they are becoming mature in the implementation of Internet of Things in their industries.
Okay.
Healthcare and manufacturing, they were doing pilots and they were not implementing it at a large scale. Now they will be forced to do it. And I see a lot of opportunities in healthcare and manufacturing.
Okay. So earlier also you said that you have given laptops to all of your employees, but how are you making sure they are safe? What is the endpoint security you are implementing in your organization?
Okay. So see, basically everybody, so laptops, there's usual kind of stuff that is already installed. While laptop is a front-ending, tool to use and work, all data and everything resides on a centralized cloud, and there are access controls and there are security checks. Okay. No doubt with the remote working kind of and work from home kind of things, we have we had to implement certain more process and policies across to ensure the data security norms are getting adhered to.
What do you think? When will you be back to office, or this model is you're looking forward to the work from home policy ahead? What's your strategy in that?
We can work from home. Okay. In the long run, I do like to see people sitting in the office, but not all every time. So this work from home will become a norm. And right now, if I say short term, I'm not planning to open the office for everybody.
Yeah.
In the medium term, some people who like to come can come. But in the long term, I see maybe 35, 40, 50% of the people coming to the office, not all every time.
Yes.
So there's no thought of saving on our infrastructure cost. We'll continue with the same office.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Rishi, for your time.
Nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.